Okay, so hey guys, so tonight I wanted to share with you my favorite, excuse me, my favorite Holy Grail products. I'm not feeling the greatest, so I might be a little bit like tired or not as enthusiastic about talking about them, but I felt like I need to get a video up today because I haven't filmed in a while. Um, it's just been a really crazy week for me. My best friend has been back and we were going out a lot, and then it was my boyfriend's birthday today and we went to the city for his birthday, and then I went to a concert with my friend last night. So anyway, we're going to talk about some of my favorite makeup products of all time. I mean, if I threw out my entire makeup collection tomorrow and just had these, this would be like my absolute essential makeup collection. I think I would have everything I pretty much need to do a full face of makeup. So we're going to start off with primers. Of course, you guys know my favorite primer of all time is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I do love the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer as well, but I actually found a foundation primer that I like even more now that I'm going to say that is my Holy Grail. That is still one of my Holy Grails, but I figured, you know, this is so similar. And I've mentioned that that's like my Holy Grail primer like a million times. The only difference is that with this, I mean, this is my second bottle of this and I'm almost done with it. I just repurchased my third bottle because, excuse me, it was half price for 21 Days of Beauty for Ulta, so I decided to pick it up a couple days ago because obviously since I'm almost out, I figured I would get it. But yeah, I use this pretty much every single day. I prime my face, but also this is one of my favorite products just because it gives you such a great boost of hydration in the morning and it's just great. I really love using it with a moisturizing primer. It feels really great because I have dry skin. So I love this, and I also love the Photo Finish Foundation, just a regular primer, not the primer water. The oil-free one, but I figured I would only mention one Smashbox one. So there's that. Then the next thing is my replacement for my Holy Grail primer. I mean, I did say I still love it, but this has slowly taken its place. I am obsessed with this primer. If you guys are into color correcting and you have a good complexion, but you just really want to even out your skin tone, this is the best primer I've ever tried. It's amazing. This is the Stila One Step Corrector. Skin Tone Correcting and Brightening Serum. This is my favorite primer ever. It literally, like, fills your pores, clears your skin of, like, redness. It's really great at neutralizing redness. That's probably one of the best things about it. But it has, like, all of the different colors that you would use to color correct. Like the green for redness, the purple I believe is for brightening, and the orange is for darkness and like dark circles and stuff. And you just pump it on your hand. It comes out in like this creamy consistency. I'll show you. It comes out like this. I was so scared of it because I was like, how do I use this? But it comes out like this in like it's like random on like what colors come out. But mostly it's like a mix of like everything. It's like orange and green right now. And then you blend it out like this and it pretty much clears itself up. But see how it changes color? Like it blends out a lot better on your face because I like really moisturize it. But see how like, I want to show you like by like really blending it in a lot to get rid of that green. See how it like blends in? Like look how amazing my hand looks right now. Like the shininess goes away too. I just think it's amazing for dry skin. I feel like it's so smoothing. Like it feels so amazing on my hand. You have like a little bit of like a cooling sensation. But what I do is that I pump it on the back of my hand and then I mix the colors together and then I apply it to my face. I love it. Like it completely like gives your skin like this brightening effect and mattifies your skin for foundation and fills in all your pores, gets rid of all your redness. Honestly, the best primer I've ever tried. Honestly, if you haven't tried this, you need to try it because it's amazing. So I love that, and I also did pick this up during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. They had this for half price as well, and I've been wanting to try this primer for such a long time. I can't believe how long it took me, but this is amazing. Alright, so moving on to foundations. I think you guys already know what my two Holy Grail foundations are. I pretty much have talked about these things out of nauseum, so I'm not really going to go too long into detail with them, but I'm wearing my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is my favorite foundation of all time, literally my favorite foundation ever. And I feel like I'm already running out of this, and this is my second bottle of it, but it keeps on getting harder to like pump it out of the bottle, but honestly, best foundation I've ever tried in my life. It just makes your skin look healthy, luminous, beautiful. I love it. And I'm in the color 5, but yeah, it's just amazing. It looks like liquid silk on your skin and really makes your complexion bright and beautiful and healthy. It just does not even look like you're wearing foundation. I absolutely love it. And then my other holy grail is the YSL Touche Éclat Le Tint Touche Éclat Illuminating Foundation. It has too long of a name, but it's the illuminating one by Yves Saint Laurent. Amazing. I love it just as much as the Giorgio Armani. It might be a little bit more dewy than the Giorgio Armani, but I just love luminous foundations because I am dry, so I really love having that glow. So I really love luminous foundations. I mean, those are going to be my favorite ones. And this is amazing. It also has SPF 19 in it. It's extremely moisturizing and it looks beautiful on the skin. I love both of these foundations. I really cannot get enough of either of them. They're just my go-to favorites, and I feel like I will not go through this because I've had this since November, and it's so hard to tell how much you've actually used of this foundation, but it never like goes down. I don't know if this is like an illusion of the packaging, but it's like crazy to like try and determine like how much you've actually used of it, and then this one's like frosted glass, so you can't really tell, but I can tell that the pump is getting a little bit harder to squeeze this out. So, and it feels actually pretty light. So I'm kind of scared I basically am using it up. So those are those. And then my other favorite like foundation product is the CoverFX Custom Cover Drops. You guys know I use this like every single day in my life. I really cannot do my makeup without these things unless I'm just wearing concealer, and usually it's when I'm just going to the gym. But other than that, I have to wear this when I wear a foundation like every single time because it adds a beautiful amount of coverage. Like you can customize how much coverage you want. I usually do true drops every day, but I always use very natural foundations, and I always use a beauty blender, so I'm always sharing out my foundation, and I want to make it really natural and luminous. But this just adds the perfect amount of coverage, and it also adjusts the color for you a little bit, so then it can customize it to your skin tone, and I just absolutely love it. So I use this all the time. This is my third one, by the way. I just purchased my third one, so you guys can tell that I absolutely love it. Alright, so moving on from foundations, we're going to talk about just my favorite concealer. Well, concealer items. I'm just trying to make room for some stuff. Okay, of course I'm already dropping shit. Like I always do. Oh. Okay. The only thing I forgot was an eyeshadow primer, but you guys already know what my favorite eyeshadow primers are anyway, that I didn't really feel like I had to bring them out, but I might though. So for concealer type items, I'm telling you, I am the type of girl that uses MAC every day of my life. MAC makes some of my staple, oh my god, my hair's like driving me crazy today. Like, can you stay like the way I want it to? Okay. But I use MAC so much, and I use this other foundation, concealer like every day of my life. I'm talking about these two products, the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in Light Warm, and the MAC Prep and Prime Radiant Rose. I feel like I mentioned these so much in my, makeup look videos, but this is my favorite concealer of all time. This is my third tube, and I feel like I'm already almost out of this. Because now when I pull it open, I feel like there's like nothing coming off the wand. So, yeah, it pretty much looks like it's like dried out. I don't know. It's like kind of not like completely opaque, but I just absolutely love it. It's my favorite. It covers beautifully. It doesn't really crease. I am actually wearing the Maybelline Fit Me concealer today, and I'm kind of really loving it. It might actually crease a little bit less, but I don't know. I have such a soft spot for this concealer. I just absolutely love it. I don't know what it is about it. It's just amazing. That's what it looks like on my hand. It's just like completely opaque and lasts forever. Really looks beautiful on the skin. Oh my god, my necklace is driving me crazy. It keeps on turning. But yeah, I love this. Don't really have anything else to say about it. I just love it. And then my MAC Prep and Prime. This is actually my this is my third one of this. So you guys could tell that my Cover FX Custom Cover Gels, my Urban Decay Skin, and this are all like constantly repurchased by me already. I love this though. Like, I might even love this a little bit more than like any of my other concealers because it just gives this beautiful brightening effect, and it's so beautiful for fair skin because it has like that pinky tone. See, it looks like that. I just love it. I use it every single day mixed in with my concealer, and I just love how it brightens certain areas of your face. I actually really don't use it that much as a liquid highlight. I use it more as like a brightener. So, because that's what it doubles as, you could use it with you mix it in with your concealer. And I just love the effect it gives under your eyes as well. So, love that. Sorry I'm like dragging and like not really talking that much. And then my Holy Grail setting powder, I have found it, and I literally use this every single day. But I saw that Kathleen Lights was a huge fan of this in her older videos. She would use it all the time, and it was like her Holy Grail setting powder. Now her favorite's the RCMA No Color Powder, which I do kind of want to try. Oh my god, I got like concealer on my tissue. Okay, I do want to try it, but it's like so overhyped because she loves it so much, but she used this like so much in her older videos, and I absolutely love it. This is the MAC Marley Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. She would use it in all of her videos, but honestly, the person that got me to purchase this was Jaclyn Hill, because she said she went back to using this, and she absolutely loves it. And I have to agree, I think it's amazing for dry skin. It doesn't give you that cakey feeling when you put it on. And I just think it really sets your face beautifully. I really don't put on too much powder. I kind of just do a light dusting. But mostly I use powder so my blush or contour will go on a lot better. Like, that's basically what people with dry skin use powder for, because we don't really need to set our faces because we have dry skin. But I feel like if I don't use powder on my blush, like on my blush area, I feel like it goes on a little bit patchy. So when I use powder, it doesn't do that. And then for my contour, I'm not wearing contour today, but when I do contour, I feel like it makes the contour go on a lot more even. So that's mostly the reasons why I use it. And I always like setting around my mouth and around my nose and stuff like that. And then around my forehead to contour around my forehead. But yeah, absolutely love this. It's amazing. And now let's move on to eyeshadow. I just feel like I always like talk in the order that I put things on. I just feel like I don't have any more room already to put things. I don't know why I'm like running out of room already. Okay. We're just going to talk about this really quick. You know what? Let's just start going in a random order. So, you guys know my favorite contouring powder of all time is the Marc Jacobs Instamark Dreamer Filter. This is amazing. Like, I've been like hitting some major like dentage like in the contour powder side. I really am trying to hit pan on this this year, but I absolutely love this contour set. It's amazing. It's just so easy to blend out, and like seriously, I love it for natural looks. I love it for severe like colorful looks, because no matter what, it's gonna like give you this beautiful natural contour when you're wearing natural makeup, or it's gonna give you a subtle contour when you're wearing a lot of makeup, like colorful eyeshadow and liner and like a bold lip, which is usually what I like doing. I'm like so all out, or I'm just like natural and glowy like this, which is basically my favorite look anyway. But I was going to try and contour with this today, but I didn't have time this morning. Usually when I'm working, I just throw on eyeshadow and foundation and blush and highlight and a lip. But this is what I would have worn, and I really wanted to wear it today. But anyway, it's just always so natural, like literally like blends out itself. It's amazing. So I love this, and I love this setting powder for like baking my contour. I really like that. So love this. And like I said, my favorite eyeshadow primers are the Smashbox 24-hour primer and the Matte Prime 24-hour eye extended base. They're basically the same thing. Again, I didn't feel like bringing those into my room because I feel like I've mentioned them like a million times. Sorry, give me a sec. I'm trying not to lean over because my nose is a little bit nasally. But yeah, I didn't feel like mentioning them because I feel like I've mentioned them like 10 million times, but I do use eyeshadow primer every single day. Now let's get into some eyeshadows. So, you know what? I feel like being random, so we're going to keep on being random. Let's talk about a setting powder. My other favorite setting powder, literally, if I didn't have all of my makeup items and just only had this, like, this is literally so holy grail for me. You have no idea. This is the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. As you can see, I have used this so freaking much. Like, that's all that's left in there. Like, I'm going to have to get a replacement really, really, really soon. And I just want to see how much is in there. Yeah. This has lasted me since the last Vibe sale last year. Like, the first Vibe sale I ever went. Oh, my God, my necklace. It's driving me crazy. I don't know how it does that when I'm just sitting here. Like, I don't understand how it flips over. But, I got this last year for the Vibe sale. And it's still, like, this is how much I've used of it. Like, this has lasted me a year. It's amazing. And this says it probably lasts, like, longer than a year. But it's my absolute favorite under eye setting powder. I could never do my makeup without this. This is literally my holy grail essential product. Like, I can't do my makeup without it. I tried the MAC Emphasize powder for a little while. Was not my favorite. I really wasn't like a huge fan. I love it for baking my contour. Like, love it for that. It really is a beautiful brightening powder for this area. And it's actually really nice to bring a little bit more like fairness back to your skin if your like foundation is too yellow or too dark. I tried that once and I put the powder all over my face and it actually really, really worked. It looked really nice. But honestly, for under the eyes, I will never use anything else. This is my absolute favorite. It just has this gorgeous brightening effect. Makes everything look beautiful under your eyes. I love it so much. And I know it might look a little bit stark white to some people, but I don't care. I love it. It's amazing. So, alright, so let's jump into some eyeshadows finally. So you guys know, obviously, I'm going to talk about Makeup Geek, but I'm just going to mention just 2 or 3 eyeshadows that are like literally so holy grail for me. Like, they're my absolute essentials. One is, of course, I mean, this is pretty much a no-brainer. One is, of course, Beaches and Cream. It's right up here. Obviously, you can see I've used the crap out of it. This is my second one, so I'm basically almost done with that. I love this. It's my favorite transition shade of all time. I use it basically every single day to use as my transition shade. I can't talk today. It's amazing. My other favorite, oh my God, I love this shadow so much, is Creme Brulee. It's just amazing. I love it so much. It's like the most perfect warm brown for your crease. It's my favorite crease color of all time. Literally my favorite crease color of all time. I just don't use it as much as Beaches and Cream as like a transition shade just because I feel like it's too dark for me. I feel like just Beaches and Cream is so perfect for my fair skin. I just feel like Peach Smoothie is a little bit too dark. That's why Peach Smoothie doesn't have as much of a dent in it. But I feel like I'm making a little bit more progress on Creme Brulee lately. I really am trying to hit pan on it this year. But I feel like I've made a pretty substantial dent in the middle. Hopefully soon. I did use it a lot the past couple of days, but yeah, I love that. And then the other essential for me would have to be Starry Eyed, but I left it in the bathroom. Let me go grab it. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry, I left it in the bathroom. But this is my other favorite eyeshadow of all time. I seriously wasn't going to film today because I'm so tired. Like, I can't wait to sit down because it'd be like my first night I'm sitting down in like 6 days. But I have to get through filming this video. But this is my other favorite eyeshadow of all time. The only reason why it's not in a Z palette is because this is my backup of it because I think I've told you guys before that I did break I did shatter one of my eyeshadows and blushes in my Z palette, which was this eyeshadow and Makeup Geek's Bliss blush. So I had to reorder both of them. Like Starry Eyed was literally like done. I still have it, but it's just like barely anything left. So that's why I figured I would just show you this one. And it sucks because I was hitting a lot of the pan on the center of it, and that was one of the eyeshadows I was working on hitting pan on, and then I had to go ahead and smash it. I was so upset because, like, I mean, I'm still going to show it in a products I've used up video, but I didn't really truly use it up myself because I broke it, but I'm still going to mention that I had hit pan on it. I just wasn't able to use up the entire thing, so that really pissed me off, but I got a replacement, and I absolutely love it, so that's that for Makeup Geek shadows. And then my favorite single shadow of all time, like just my favorite lid shadow, favorite everything. Like this shadow is just amazing to me. I absolutely love it. Oh my god. My favorite shadow ever is Kathleen Lights by Kathleen Lights. Obviously, this is the Where the Light Is collection by Kathleen Lights, and this shade is called Kathleen Lights. I've said Kathleen Lights like 5 times already. But I absolutely love it. As you can see, I've hit pan on this one. I just love it. Look how pretty it is. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I'm not going to swatch anything else because I forgot to bring my tissue in here, and honestly, it's a pain in the ass. So, it is just so gorgeous. Like, I don't even really need to swatch it. Like, look how gorgeous that is. Like, these are the eyeshadows that are, like, so true to pigment. It's insane. And, like, if you see this color in the pan, that's what you're getting on your lid. ColourPop shadows are my favorite eyeshadows of all time. They are the best shadows for your lid. They don't transfer like Makeup Geek shadows do, even though I do use the foiled shadows a lot more than the ColourPop ones. Which I don't know why, but it's just like sometimes a little bit of a pain in the ass to apply the ColourPop ones because you have to use your finger, and sometimes I just don't have time for that in the morning, so I just use a palette. But I'm planning on using my Too Faced palette with this eyeshadow soon. But yeah, I absolutely love it. These ColourPop shadows are flippin' bomb. I just absolutely love them. You guys know how much I love ColourPop. I think I'm going to do an updated ColourPop makeup collection soon. And then I'm just going to mention my 2 favorite eyeshadow palettes of all time really, really quickly. They're both Too Faced ones, obviously. I mean, come on, like, you probably could have guessed it. It's my Too Faced Natural Eyes palette and my Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette. Literally, if I didn't have any other eyeshadow palette and I just had this, I would be okay, but I love the Chocolate Bar palettes, like, so much. But I love this palette. So, oh my god, there's such an itch in my nose. I'm sorry. It's driving me freaking crazy. I'm not picking it, I promise. I know that's disgusting, but I just can't get rid of this itch. It's driving me nuts. Anyway, I absolutely love this palette. As you can see, I've shown major love to it. I am trying to hit pan on some of the colors this year, but I've heard that it takes 10 million years to hit pan on Too Faced shadow, so I probably won't. Oh, Jesus! So I probably won't hit pan. I'm sorry. My god. I probably won't hit pan on any of them this year. I can't believe I did that. That was really dumb. But I think I just caught this part. I don't think I caught any of these. So that's what it looks like. These colors are gorgeous. So we have Heaven, Cashmere Bunny, and Sexpresso. Silk Teddy, Push Up, and Erotica, Nudie, Honey Pot, and Chocolate Martini. My 2 favorite colors are Silk Teddy and Nudie. I just think Nudie's a perfect crease color, and Silk Teddy is just such a gorgeous lid color. I am trying to hit pan on that one because I've used it a lot. So hopefully I will be able to. I haven't used it recently. I haven't used it in like a few weeks, but hopefully I will be able to use it before the month is over. But I was planning on using the Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette really soon, because I've been obsessed with the peanut butter and jelly palette, but I'm hoping to do like a top 5 Too Faced eyeshadow palettes at some point, but I'm also planning on doing an updated Too Faced makeup collection once I get the Peaches palette, because I'm waiting for that, and maybe some of their melted matte lipsticks. But yeah, this palette is amazing. I love it. And you wouldn't think I would love this so much because it's a cool tone palette. And I love my warm shades, but I absolutely love this palette. It's amazing. And I'm holding it upside down. But yeah, I love this. Oh my god, I'm so like off. I'm so tired. And then my other favorite obviously is my Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette. This is my absolute baby. I just love this palette so much. This is still my favorite one. I don't care what anybody says. I am so obsessed with the warm tones in here. Like, it's ridiculous. I just think that this palette is so gorgeous. Probably mainly because I love peanut butter, but I also love these shades down here. I love the brow bone highlights. I just feel like I always come up with a different look from this palette every single time I use it. I have been using it a lot with Kathleen Lights, though. I really like using that. With this palette, it's like one of my favorite looks to do. And I always see like Andrea Mattiliano always using this with Game Face from ColourPop, but I love using it with Kathleen Lights because that's my favorite one. But yeah, I love peanut butter so much. That's why I love the peanut butter and jelly palette so much. But that's definitely my favorite color in here. But yeah, these eyeshadows are freaking amazing. Yeah, I love Bonbon and Caramel and what's this one? Mousse. They're just gorgeous colors. I absolutely love this palette. And I can't wait to get the Peaches palette. I love Too Faced shadows so much. They're my favorite brand of all time. So that is that for eyeshadow palettes and eyeshadows. Now let's get into some blushes because I really want to talk about some blush right now. So I have 3 favorite blushes of all time. It was really hard for me to... These are my top 3 favorite blush formulas as well. My favorite blush of all time is Becca's Mineral Blush in Wild Honey. I think I've talked about this before. That's like my favorite all-time favorite blush, but I absolutely love it. These colors are a little bit similar to each other. Oh my god, this itch is driving me crazy. Holy crap. This video is a mess. Like, the other video I filmed of this was too long, and now this one is a freaking mess. So, bear with me, please. But this is Wild Honey. It is such a gorgeous shade. It's this beautiful warm peach shade. I just think it makes any look beautiful. I feel like this, you can use it in the winter time, you can use it in the fall, you can use it in the spring, and it makes like any like spring look more brighter. And then for the winter or fall, it makes it look like a beautiful fall warm eye. I just absolutely love it. It's amazing. So that's my favorite Becca blush. And then this is basically a no-brainer. My other favorite is NARS's blush in Madly. Kathleen Lights got me so into this blush, honestly. If I just only had these 3 blushes in my collection, I would be so good, and maybe just one pink blush, but I picked all like neutral ones. This one is the most neutral blush that I have. I've gotten so into nude blushes this year. Like, I absolutely love them. They're like my favorite blushes to wear. I'm actually not wearing any of these blushes today. I'm wearing Makeup Geek's Infatuation. But they're like newer blushes that I had gotten. I was actually thinking about wearing this today, but I might wear it like in a couple days. But I wear this so much, at least twice a week if I don't know what other blush to wear, I'll always grab this because it goes with literally anything. It's amazing. But yeah, this is Kathleen Light's favorite blush of all time. I don't know if I said that. That's why I got it, because she loves it so much. And then my last favorite blush ever is MAC's Powder Blush in Melba. Again, this is like one of Kathleen Light's favorite blushes of all time. But this is probably my favorite MAC blush that I own. I have Warm Soul, Spellbinder, Pink Swoon, what's my other single one that I have? Sunbask. And then I have the Contour and Sculpt Yourself palette with Peaches and Fleur Power and Sunbask again and Trace Gold. But I have about 8 MAC blushes and I love them. Like, I have that palette, but I also have 4 single blushes. I just think their blushes are absolutely amazing, and this goes with pretty much anything too. It's a little bit warmer than NARS's Madly, but it's still like subtle and matte, and it just looks gorgeous on the cheeks. It just gives you a little hint of peachiness. I love it so much, and this is like Manny MUA's like favorite shade too. I wear it all the time with Makeup Geek Manny palette, which is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. Alright, now let's talk about, I just brought these really quickly just to mention them. My favorite eyeshadow primers ever are the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer. As you can see, I've used this one a lot. This one is a lot newer, and I feel like this one's going to take me so long to get through. This is the MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour extended eye base. These are pretty much, these do like the same exact things. Honestly, I just feel like this one lasts a little bit longer on your eyes, but other than that, they're pretty much the exact same, and they're both absolutely amazing, so that's why I love those. And then really quick, my favorite mascaras ever. I was going to say the Maybelline Lash Sensational, but I think that this is one of my favorite mascaras ever. I'm always going through phases in my mascara, so I just picked one that I absolutely love. That's like basically my go-to a lot. And this is my L'Oreal Paris Telescopic Carbon Black. It's amazing. Honestly, like, if I want something that's going to lengthen and make sure that it lasts like all day, this is amazing. It is so good with like no makeup looks too. This is always like the mascara I'm grabbing when I go to the gym or when I go to the mall for a little bit. It's just so easy to throw on because you can use it on your top and bottom, and you don't have to worry about the bottom lashes clumping up. Clumping up. But this is amazing. I love it. I also love the Maybelline Lash Sensational, but I just feel like it hasn't been doing much for my lashes lately. But I absolutely love this. But the Maybelline Lash Sensational is amazing. It's probably my favorite Holy Grail mascara right now. But I didn't mention it in this video because I feel like I like this just a little bit more. But the Maybelline Lash Sensational makes it look like you're wearing like false lashes. It's beautiful, but I just feel like it doesn't do much sometimes. And then obviously another MAC product, but this is like my absolute essential MAC product besides like the Prep and Prime. Of course, my beloved MAC Extended Makeup Black Lash. This is the best bottom lash mascara of all time. I will never buy another bottom lash mascara again in my entire life. It's just so separating, so volumizing. You wouldn't think that your bottom lashes would really need that much volume, but it's so separating and volumizing and lengthening. It's just amazing. Like, it always makes your bottom lashes look absolutely perfect. So this is, again, an absolute essential for me every single day. I have to use it every single day. And then really quick, my favorite liners, my favorite eyeliners of all time. You guys already know my Kat Von D tattoo liners in Mad Max Brown and Trooper. I just feel like it makes it like idiot proof with the points on these eyeliners to line your eyes. I just feel like it makes it so easy because they're super fine. The only downfall is just that I feel like these dry out really quick. So I need to start storing them like this so my eyeliner won't skip as much. It skips a little bit, nothing too crazy, but it still really like makes it a lot easier for me to apply my eyeliner. So I love that. And then of course I have to mention my favorite products to apply on my face every single freaking day, and that is highlighters. I am obsessed with highlighters. I love highlighting. Honestly, I could go with anything without anything else besides concealer and highlighter. They're like my two essentials because I feel like concealer just pulls your face together, really makes your eyes and your face look gorgeous, like just put together. So obviously my favorite highlighter of all time is Champagne Pop. I actually am wearing this today on my face. I just love it. I've been using it the past couple of days. I hadn't been using it for a little while because I was using a lot of other newer highlighters. But now I just went back to using this, and it's just gorgeous. It's just the most beautiful highlight you've ever seen. Even one of my coworkers pointed out my glow today. She was like, "That glow, though." And I was like, "Thanks." And I told her what it was, and she's like, "It's so pretty." So I just love it. It just makes my skin look so glowy and gorgeous and beautiful. She just did a phenomenal job on this. And then the other one, of course, is my precious Becca Opal. These are the best highlighters you will ever use in your entire life. Nobody makes it like Becca, honestly. I like these more than Pearl and Moonstone. I just feel like they're super intense. Like, Opal is so gorgeous. Like, look at that glow. They're just so intense and beautiful, and they never look chunky. They just look like a freaking amazing liquid glowy goddess on your face. So they're amazing. And of course, my other absolute makeup essential every single day of my life is the Hourglass Luminous Light Powder. These powders are amazing. They really just make your eyeshadow, oh my god, I like clipped my finger on it so it hurt a little bit. It makes your face just blend flawlessly, makes everything look flawless, makes everything have like a luminous glow to it. But I really just use it as a last step every single day to make sure it just pulls everything together. And you wouldn't think it would make such a difference, but it blends out like just everything on your face and makes everything look flawless, and it always gives you like this beautiful glow. I feel like I have to purchase a new one very soon because this one is almost a year old. And it looks like I barely touched it, and I use it every single day of my life. I absolutely love it. And then, of course, my favorite setting spray of all time is the Urban Decay All Nighter. The Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I absolutely love it. I use this every single day of my life. You guys know how much I love this. I feel like setting spray and the Hourglass makes such a freaking difference in my makeup every single time I wear them or use them as a last step. It just pulls everything together. This makes everything look beautiful and dewy and just non-powdery. I just love it. And I use the Chill Makeup Setting Spray in the summertime. I absolutely love it. And then my other favorite lipsticks, of course, I have to mention a couple of lipsticks in this video. I am thinking about doing like a top 10 favorite lipsticks ever. But these are basically 5 of them, so I'm not really sure if I'm going to. I'm just going to mention my 3 favorite lipsticks and my 2 favorite liquid lipsticks. So my favorite lipsticks, like basically these are my 2 favorite lipstick brands as well, is MAC, obviously. MAC are my favorite high-end lipsticks ever. NARS Audacious lipsticks are my other favorites, but I don't feel like anything really beats the formula of MAC lipsticks. And if you want to go cheaper, I highly suggest the ColourPop Lippie Sticks because they're my favorite formula of all time. But when it comes to high-end, I had to just narrow it down to my MAC lipsticks because honestly, their lipsticks are so freaking phenomenal. This one is called Honey Love. This was definitely one of my go-to favorite nudes for such a long time. I got this one because of Manny MUA. He was like obsessed with it. It's this beautiful nudie color. And then my other favorite is MAC's Velvet Teddy. I am trying to use both of these up this year. I might actually do it at some point. I'm not really sure. But it really does look like I've used them a lot. I have used Velvet Teddy just a little bit more, but I feel like it's not too hard to use up a MAC lipstick, but hopefully we'll be able to do it. I wear these so much, like you have no idea. Like I wear them so much when I'm not like having any plans or when I just go to the gym. I just absolutely love them. So I wear those all the fucking time. And then my favorite ColourPop Lippie Stick is ColourPop's Cookie. I've used this a lot too. I just love it. I'm trying to use up one of these ColourPop Lippie Sticks as well. But it's just such a beautiful, warm toned nude. I absolutely love it. So those are my favorite lipsticks. I just decided to choose one because I didn't feel like talking about them like forever. And then my 2 favorite liquid lipsticks ever, and then I can finally be done with this video because I am so tired. I'm sorry. Just there's no way I want to talk anymore. Is Lime Crime's Bleached and Makeup Monster's Liquid Lipstick in Sedona. These are probably my top 2 favorite liquid lipstick brands next to ColourPop because I still love my ColourPop Ultra Matte Lips. I'm actually wearing one of them right now. But if I had to choose like 2 essentials, I would have to go with these 2. Lime Crime's Bleached is just so gorgeous. It's such a unique color. It's just like this really beautiful peachy, like literally looks like bleached pink. I absolutely love it. And you guys know how much I love Lime Crime Velveteens. They're my favorite liquid lipsticks ever. And then Makeup Monster's Liquid Lipstick in Sedona. This is like the perfect neutral shade for like every single day. It's this beautiful pink brown lipstick. This probably has like the best formula of like any liquid lipstick I've ever tried. But I still love my Lime Crime like so much. This one is definitely the best one out of my Makeup Monsters lipsticks. It just feels super comfortable on the lips. It doesn't go anywhere. It looks beautiful. I absolutely love it. And then the last thing is obviously my Beauty Blender. I never use a brush for my foundation or my concealer. I just use the Beauty Blender every single day of my life. I just feel like it gives the most beautiful airbrushed effect to your skin. It doesn't apply my foundation streaky. When I apply my foundation, I just feel like my brush gives too much coverage, and I don't really like too much coverage in my foundations because I like a sheer coverage and I like a dewy coverage. So I really love how the Beauty Blender like shears everything out, and I always use it every single day for my concealer. I can't use anything else. It's just amazing for concealer. And that is pretty much it. So please like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, CedraU819, and my Twitter is PokerFace819. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. And my Snapchat is PokerFace819. I am sorry that this video was such a mess, but I figured I would film something. So that's what you get. And yeah, that's it. Bye!